Hey guys, it is Evie here and it is currently show day eve. So we are one day out from my first ever bodybuilding competition and I'm going to be competing in bikini and swimsuit. So this is going to be my first show and then I'll be competing again in 3 weeks. So yeah, it's going to be very exciting. So I'm in the hotel room in Melbourne at the moment. So we got here yesterday afternoon. I didn't vlog any of yesterday because it was a bit chaotic. So we got into our hotel probably about 5 o'clock was it? Yeah, about 5 o'clock. It was a very long day. And yeah, so I got my stuff. Where is my pack? I got my pack from Athlete Check-In yesterday and I got a bunch of free stuff. So I am competing with NBA and I am number 118. So 118 is going to be my number tomorrow, which is very exciting. And I got a free duffel bag with just like a bunch of stuff in here. So I got an NBA t-shirt, a Before You Speak coffee cup. I don't drink coffee, so maybe I can just have hot chocolates out of that. And then a Before You Speak iced latte. Again, don't drink coffee, so don't know what I'm going to do with that. And then just like a bunch of like samples from the same thing and a free shaker as well. So I got a fun little goodie bag, which is exciting. And then we ended up going to a shopping center called Chadstone and we wanted to check out the Apple store because I really wanted to get the iPhone 17, the purple one. And I tried to do like a pickup, but pickup wasn't available. And then we got there and the line was so long. And then we started walking around and then we found out that Chadstone is the biggest shopping center in the Southern Hemisphere. So what we did today is we were a tourist in the shopping center today. So we got there about 9 a.m. and then we just got back to the hotel and it's currently midday. So yeah, I have had 2 meals already today. So I had my 4 rice cakes, peanut butter and some banana. I had that about 6:30 a.m. and then about 9 a.m. I had my breakfast, which was overnight oats with banana and honey topped up. My coach is very, very happy with how I am looking. So yesterday I had a whopping 400 grams of carbs and today I have 350, I think. But yeah, my coach is very, very happy with how I'm looking. The carbs are holding well and I'm looking nice and full. So yeah, getting very excited. And then yesterday I also had my last training session, which was glutes and shoulders. So as I mentioned, we went to Chadstone. So I'm going to give you a little haul because I bought a few things and it was very exciting. But yeah, like that shopping center had like 3 Dior shops. It had like 3 Chanel's, Valentino, Christian Louboutin, Tiffany & Co. And I was like, oh, I can't afford any of this, but that's so fine. We were window shopping for some of it. All right. So first up, we walked into I don't know how to pronounce this. How do you say it?
Le Creuset.
Le Creuset. So Chris would love to buy one of the what?
Dutch ovens.
One of the Dutch ovens, but they're like what, $800? Yeah, they're $800, and unfortunately, we're not that kind of people, unfortunately. So I ended up getting something though, and I got a really cute bowl. It was 20% off, and it was $36 for a bowl. That is honestly ridiculous, but it's really cute. It's sage green, and it has like these really cute patterns. And I was like, I can have my oats and my yogurt bowl and snacks out of this. So this is going to be something I'm going to use mostly every day. We'll see. It will definitely get used. So really wanted something from there because why not, you know? And then I got 2 items from Zara. So I got this really cute like summer dress. It has, I don't actually know what it is. It has like pink flowers. I think they're peonies. Peonies? It's so cute. So it's like a cream dress with like the details of the green and pink. So cute. But unfortunately, it is quite loose on me at the moment. So I'm thinking like, you know, once I gain some weight back, it will actually fit me properly. But really wanted to buy that. And then I got this perfume, Mandarin Orange Blossom Jasmine Vanilla. So I can't have this yet. This is just going to be a part of my birthday present. But it smells so good. So very excited to spritz that on me when I can. And lastly, we also went to Uniqlo. And the main reason I really wanted to go to Uniqlo is because I really needed some warm clothing. It is so damn cold in Melbourne. I did not pack for the weather, unfortunately. So I bought one of these Heat Tech ultra warm under long sleeve thingy. So I bought this today, which is what I'm wearing now, and it's very warm. And then I bought these straight leg trackies. These are a bit long for me, but what I did is when I was in the change room, I flipped them like once over like that, and then the length was fine. And I really wanted a pair of straight leg trackies, and they're not like too warm or thick, so I feel like I could honestly just wear these in and out of the house. And then I also picked up just a plain black jacket as well, because I feel like I'm gonna need this for after my tan, to be honest, but we'll see. Okay, so next on the agenda, I'm going to be having lunch very shortly, and then I need to take in check-in pics for my coach just to show how the carbs are looking after lunch. And then if I'm still looking good, then my macros will just stay the same for the rest of the day. So basically we're just going to be having rice and beef with some macadamia oil and other stuff. And let me just show you what the hotel drawers are looking like, because I need to bring lots of food with me. Just got from Bunnings, filled it with ice because it's holding all of my cold stuff. So I have like my chicken, beef, lettuce, yogurt in there. And then there's drawers under here that have all of my dry carbs. So my coach said to buy some Canadian syrup, because when I had honey with my snack yesterday, it caused me like extreme bloating. She also told me to buy some chips and some lollies. So I bought some snakes, so that's going to be used for show day. And then lots more carbs in here. So we have packets of rice. That's what I'm using just because they're easy and microwavable. Some rice puffs, rice cakes, more rice puffs, oats. So lots of dry carbs in this drawer. So yeah, that is just a wrap of day 1 and day 2. So I will probably check in when I have my lunch very shortly. And I'll just pop on the screen somewhere here what I am looking like after lunch. And then I'll see you again once I have my tan on, which I'm so nervous about. I have to be naked. And then tomorrow will be show day. All right, chat to you soon. Okay, I just went downstairs to reception and I got my food microwave. So I have 250 grams of rice and then 125 grams of beef mince. And I'm just going to top this up, starting off with 5 mils of macadamia oil. I really hope I don't go overboard because yesterday I put too much. Ooh, 5 on the dot. Beautiful. And then I'm going to be putting in some peanut butter. Oh, this is good. And then to give this some color, I'm just going to be putting in some lettuce. So I'm going to be putting in 30 grams. Okay, mix that up and lunch is served. There is just so much rice. Like the portioning is just so much. It's so funny. I just feel like I'm just getting like a mouthful of rice after rice because there's not much of anything else, but that's so fine. I'm going to be making the most of this carb load. Just feeling really energetic these last few days with the carbs in my system. So I want to make the most of it before I start, going back to like my depletion next week. Okay, I'm going to finish my lunch, do my check-in pics for coach, shower. I need to wash my hair, and then it'll be time. But I am looking rough because I had to wash my hair, so I'm just about to go and drive over to get tanned. But this is my 4th meal, so I have some rice bubbles, but I didn't have enough, but I had some leftover Cocoa Pops, so I have 50 grams of like cereal in here, and then I also topped it off with 35 mils of Canadian syrup. So really going hard with the carbs right now because protein has been lowered today. So yeah, I am very hungry, and I think the reason I'm so hungry is because I don't have as much protein in as I usually have to keep me satiated. So I'm going to be eating this on the way for my tan, and then the next time you see me, I will be, I don't know, 10 times shades darker. We'll see. Okay, it is now about 6:30. I had my tan around 4, and guys, I look absolutely ridiculous. I didn't get any tan on my face, so you can really see the difference. And when I took my check-in pics, I looked so funny because I was literally just like a floating head. But for dinner, I have exactly the same thing as I did for lunch, except I have chicken instead of beef mince. So it's rice, peanut butter, lettuce, and chicken with some macadamia oil as well. So coach is really, really happy with how I'm looking. Waist is looking really good. I'm looking nice and full. I have like a rough plan for tomorrow, so I'll be having to wake up around 5 o'clock to send check-in pics because she'll need to let me know what to eat before I get like hair, makeup, and before I step on stage. I cannot believe in less than 12 hours I'm going to start getting ready for my first ever show. That's actually so crazy. I hope I get like a decent amount of sleep tonight because I feel like I'm nervous and excited and I probably won't be able to sleep, but we'll see. But yeah, it's almost time, and I'm going to be on stage 6 times, 3 for bikini and 3 for swimsuit. Like obviously it would be really, really amazing to place, but if I don't, just getting up on that stage, it will be my biggest achievement. Like I started this whole process in January, and now 9 months later, the time has come. I'll see what I can capture tomorrow, but I've just put in random clips of what I capture of show day. I'm just going to try and stay present, and we'll see how it goes. Oh my god, okay. Oh my gosh, guys, it's show day. It is Sunday morning. It is currently about like 5:30 in the morning, and I've actually been awake since 2:30, so that's been fantastic. I just sent in my check-in photos and videos to my coach. I'm looking very dry, very tight in the waist, which is amazing, and I can't stop laughing at my face compared to the rest of my body. It is so ridiculously dark, and I'm so ridiculously white. So I have my first meal of the day. So I have 40 grams of rice puffs, 10 grams of honey, and 10 grams of peanut butter. So it's just going to be a lot of like rice cakes, chicken, and dry ingredients, basically until I jump off. And then post show, I can't really have anything too crazy, unfortunately, because I do have another show in 3 weeks, and coach doesn't want to make sure that we go back on track and on plan basically straight away. But I'm planning to have an apple and pineapple post show though, so that very excited for. So yum. So the venue is only a 5-minute drive away, not even from the hotel. So I have it's either hair or makeup at 6:15 and then the other one at 7:15. So I have just under an hour to get myself sorted. I have my tote bag and my suitcase all packed with like my food and my towels and everything. And then at 10 a.m., at 9:30 we get the briefing, and then at 10 a.m. the show starts. I have a feeling I'm going to be in the first show, like in the first category, because I am quite short and it goes by height. So I'm just assuming I'm going to be in the first call out. Oh my god, I really hope I get my eye walk down pat, but I know I'm going to be shaking, so I hope I don't like fall over. And if I do, I just have to own it. I also get 60 mils of water, so I want to make sure we're taking small sips. And yeah, I'll probably check in once I have my hair and makeup done, and then I'll check in once I finish and see. I don't know. I'll just see how the day goes. It's show day. It's finally here. What the hell? Hey everyone, I am back from my show. So I have finished. I competed 5 times, not 6, and that is because I was upstairs the entire time in the athlete area and nobody called out my name, so I actually missed an entire division. So that's just fantastic. But you know, I still got stage time for five times. So I am going to complain to get my money back because I'm very pissed off. So my coach said that I can have a Mars bar, which is really exciting. Chris went to go buy me one. So I'm about to have my post-show feed, which first I'll go with what I got. So in first timers for bikini, unfortunately I didn't place. And then I went out 2 more times for bikini and I did place, but we placed 5th. So I placed 5th in opens as well as under 30. So it's still a placement and the medals are really cool. The lineup for bikini, guys, it was the most intense lineup ever. We were on stage for so long because the judges were taking a while to decide. So I am really happy with how I did considering the caliber that was at this show. It was the most intense and biggest lineup as well. They said that this is the biggest show that they have done so far. So knowing that I was able to place is still a big achievement, and I made it to stage, guys. I actually did it. That is the biggest win, and my biggest achievement is that I actually made it to stage. And guys, my glam, like obviously it's not looking great right now, but I went for like a bronze look and it looked pretty good, not gonna lie. And I did much better in swimsuit. My coach said that with my conditioning and my physique for this show definitely was better suited for swimsuit, just because the bikini girls were muscly, okay? So I couldn't really compete very well in that. So when I went up for swimsuit for first timers, I got 4th in first timers and I got a 3rd in opens. So getting 3rd in opens is really, really exciting. And yeah, so we are going to push it for the next 3 weeks for nationals. We are going to bring an even better package. And guys, you don't understand. I was so happy with the package that I actually brought. Like I truly don't think I could have done any better. And my posing was really good as well. My body was holding on very well, and I didn't pee the entire time, so my tan was really good. And I was eating so many chips and lollies that it actually felt like illegal to eat that amount of chips and lollies. But yes, my coach said that I was responding really well to the carbs, so I was able to consume lots of chips and lollies. So right now I'm going to be first. This is my post-show indulgence. For starters, water. This is my post-show. I'm getting pineapple, an apple, a banana, and my Mars bar is going to be here very shortly. And I also get to have like a free-ish day tomorrow, in the sense I don't have to track, but just be mindful of what I'm eating. So for breakfast, I'm going to have like some sourdough bread with eggs and avocado, and I'm really excited. Oh, I really wanted Coke Zero, but I missed it. I'm having pineapple. Oh. This is the greatest thing I think I've ever eaten. Holy shit. It's so good. Now for some apple. I truly cannot remember the last time I had a bite of an apple. The moment of truth. That's so good. Okay, it is now time for dinner. So like I said, I don't get like a free meal out or anything, which is honestly fine because I feel like I'm going to feel like shit if I do. So I just have some meal prep. So I have, this isn't going to be weighed, so I don't actually know how much there is, but there is rice, chicken, and beef in here. So we've got a combination of proteins because I had 0 protein today. Crazy. Just carbs on carbs on carbs. And a lot of the carbs was chips and lollies, which honestly felt really strange to have chips and lollies. So anyways, I'm just going to put some lettuce because I feel like I just really need some vegetables as well. And I'm just going to top it off with a bit of nut butter. Not too much. Just going to eyeball it. We'll do that much. But yeah, very tired now. I'm just really happy, like I said, that I made it to the stage. That was the biggest achievement and the biggest win in my eyes, just making it up there. But now it's time to really push hard for the next 3 weeks and hope that we can bring a better result at nationals. But if it's anything to go by this show, it's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. And I ate half my Mars bar because I really want to save the rest for later. But yeah, we have a very early flight tomorrow. So I think we're going to be leaving Melbourne around 5 a.m. About an hour drive to the airport. And then we should be back in Sydney by like 9-ish. And then we'll go out for breakfast. And then I'll just be doing my usual thing. Back to the gym. And then Tuesday is just going to be back to normal meal plans and the calories and macros that we were on prior to carb load. My body's going to be like, you gave me all this food and now you're taking it away. I know. But gotta do what we gotta do. Okay. Well, that wraps up this random show day vlog. I will insert clips and photos throughout this so you can see what I look like, but I'm really, really proud of the package that I brought. Obviously, didn't get the greatest placings, but still did. Future Evie is just jumping into this vlog. I just wanted to share some post-show thoughts and just how I'm feeling. So it's been 4 days since I stepped on stage for the first ever time, and it's now Thursday. And initially, right after the show and the first half of Monday, I was actually feeling really good. I was like, oh my God, like I placed 4 times out of the 5 times I was on stage. I'm so proud of myself, and oh, I'm actually about to cry. And then I kind of just started, I was not planning on crying, what the hell. And then I kind of just started looking at the other girls and how I looked on stage in the lineup. And I just felt, even though I was really proud of the package that I brought, I was just very underwhelmed with how I looked compared to everyone else. Everyone else just had so much more definition, and I just felt like I was lacking. Like I just felt like I was the softest one looking there. I felt like I was the only one that didn't really have hamstring tie-ins. I felt like I had the biggest waist up there. And prior to going on stage, I was so confident. Like I was like, oh my God, yes, like my waist is so small, my posing's on point. But then this sport is about like the judges like comparing you to everyone else. Like this is what this is. But I also have to remember I'm also versing myself. I can't control who's going to show up on the day, and I can't control what they're going to look like. I can only control what I'm going to look like. So going into the next show, I really need to start changing my mindset. We have 2.5 weeks to try and get tighter, because that was the judges' feedback. They said my posing was really good. The way I looked for swimsuit was really good, just a little bit more definition in the legs. And then bikini overall, I just need bigger delts, or like pose in a way where my delts do look bigger. And then, yeah, just more conditioning and definition in the legs. So we're just going to be pushing as hard as we can these next 2.5 weeks, because these are changes that we can make in the short term. during the carb up and everything of like last week and everything, I gained a kilo, which was expected, and I've lost that kilo now already. So I'm definitely going to be seeing some new prep weight lows, probably hit a new low altogether tomorrow. And yeah, so I just have to get out of the mindset and stop comparing myself to everyone that was on stage, and just not look at stage stuff. I should be so proud of what I've done, and I am proud of it. It's just like the comparison is the thief of joy, my friends. So yeah, so I'm just, those post-show blues are just really kicking in. But show day in general was actually so fun. I did not think that sitting on the floor and just eating chips and lollies and rice cakes would be so fun, but honestly, I had a blast. So I was meant to go on stage 6 times, but I missed one of the categories because I was up in the athletes area the entire time, and no one came to warn me that I was missing my category, because usually they'd come up and call out your name if they're looking for you, and nobody did that, so that's fine. So I got a refund for that like straight away, so they've been great about that. So thoughts. Overall, I really did have fun. Like I remember saying in previous vlogs, like I don't care if I don't place, getting up there is just a huge win in itself, and this is like the best that I can do. And I don't know, that just kind of went out the window, because like once you're up there, you obviously want to win. So, but I should definitely be proud of the placings that I created for myself for being up there for the first ever time. So it's going to be the national shows is going to be the next one, and I'm so nervous, because season C, the spring season, is always the biggest, because nobody wants to do prep through Christmas. So season A is always the smallest outcome. I don't know if that's the right word. And then yeah, season C is always the biggest. So yeah, I also might be doing a third show with a different federation called A and B, which is on the 26th of October. Honestly, my only hesitation is my birthday's on the 4th of October. So I start peak week on my birthday, and then I was going to wait until, after my show on the 11th of October to, do some birthday celebrations. So that just means my birthday celebration would just be delayed. But I also have to remember, it's just another 2 weeks. The food is always going to be there. So now that like the 26th of October just isn't that far away, I really am leaning in towards doing this different federation and this third show, because I just also want to see how I fit into this federation, as different federations look for different things. So for example, you have ICN, they're more about the softer look when it comes to bikini and swimsuit, whereas NBA, they really like the muscly looks. So even though each category / division has its like set criterias, the judges for those federations, I feel like, are set on what they actually want to look for. So yeah, really thinking about doing A and B, but we'll see, because the posing with the back shot, your hands are up instead of down. So that will just be the only change that I have to make. Speaking of posing, we are also adjusting my posing for this national show to show off more conditioning. So we're trying to, I guess, manipulate my body into them thinking I have more density. So my posing is now changing. So instead of my foot being more front on, we are putting my foot to the side. I'll put pictures on the screen on what we workshopped this morning. And then my back shot, we're going to be trying to push out my quads more to make it look like I have more conditioning, and just try and bring in those hamstring tie-ins, because that is my biggest downfall at the moment. Going into the gym Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I have been going so hard, because I want to smash this out of the park. I want my physique to look even better, and that's what this second show is about. It's not about how I'm going to look compared to everyone else. It's about comparing what I looked like at that first show and doing better, and making sure that I'm keeping in mind what I can control. So what I can control is ticking all my boxes, doing my cardio, eating my meals with the set calories and macros, and just giving this my absolute all. So yeah, sorry about the little cry, but I'm feeling okay now. So yeah, that's where I'm at post show 1, 2.5 weeks to do better. And yeah, all right, back to past Evie to close off this vlog. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. And you can always follow me on TikTok and Instagram at evykassiotes. And until next time, I'll be continuing doing prep vlogs for the next few weeks. And we'll see how I go. Bye.